ist der alt und spielt ein tolles Jahr 2019 auf dem PDC-Circuit, hat schon 3 Finals erreicht, unter anderem auch in der World Series bei einem TV-Turnier in der Lanxess Arena von Köln. Und jetzt will er hier in das Achtelfinale hinein. The German Giant, Gabriel Clemens! Wird nicht einfach werden für Gabriel Clemens. Er trifft auf die Nummer 2 der Setzliste, auf einen der besten Spieler in diesem Jahr auf der European Tour. Alleine in 2019 hat er schon 2 European Tour Turniere gewinnen können. Aus Stoke-on-Trent, Ian Diamond White.
Yes, I did. To just go down and check out the show. Yeah, they were dancing and singing and moving to the moving. And just when it hit me, somebody turned around and shouted, "Play that funky music, white boy. Play that funky music right. Play that funky music, white boy. Lay down the boogie.
There is just one hope left for this German crowd here at the Markthalle to see one of their own make it through to the final day of the European Darts Matchplay, and that hope is the German giant Gabriel Clemens. He's already had a dream run in his home country this year, making it to the final of the World Series event, the German Darts Masters, giving a very, very good account of himself in that tournament. But it was not a surprise to anyone who's seen him play over the last couple of years. He has been threatening to win senior PDC titles. He's come very, very close this year, denied in finals by the likes of Gary Anderson and Gerwin Price over the last 18 months. The German giant is a big scorer. He is a big danger, but he's up against one of the big stories of the European circuit this year, the Diamond Ian White. 4 consecutive finals he's made on the Euro Tour this year, winning 2 of them, including last leg victories over Michael van Gerwen and Peter Snakebite Wright. He hasn't made the final of any of the last 3 events.
First leg into the first game on.
But make no mistake, Ian White could recapture this Euro Tour form at any moment, maybe this weekend. Chris Murray's in the commentary box for game 2 of the night, and the Diamond kicks it off with a max.
180.
What a start from Ian White.
140.
Almost matched by the German giant. Yeah, he's the number 2 seed, Ian White. And he's 5 darts in to a potential perfect leg. Make that
6. 180.
The Diamond Ian White has hit 9 darters before. He is no stranger to perfection. He's hit 5 in his career, including 1 on the European Tour in his very first year in 2012. Could he do it again, Murph?
Oh, it wasn't far away. That was. Would have been
45.
some way to win over the crowd. A problem, well, I'm not going to say a problem he struggled with, because he's had excellent results, but he has had his battles with the German crowds this year.
40.
Yes, he has.
You require 96.
He did in the Netherlands, didn't he, when he beat 3 Dutchmen to take the title.
And in the Czech Republic, he Karel Sedlacek, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, it started superbly.
38.
before he rudely interrupted with the threat of an dart leg, I was going to say that potentially the top 2 seeds have been given the toughest assignments. Clemens demonstrates why with the third 180 of the match.
Games on the first leg.
Double top
White.
is there,
Second leg
and Ian
Gabriel
White,
Clemens.
who looked to be streaking away with that first leg, in the end needs his last dart in hand to get the job done.
39.
Yeah, it's Clemens against White, the number 2 seed, and Michael Smith against the number 1 seed, Michael van Gerwen, in the game after the next one, which features Christoph Ratajski and Keegan Brown, although van
81.
Gerwen might prefer to play Smith than Brown.
Well, he might do. Bearing in mind he's got a very good record against Michael Smith, and Keegan Brown's beaten him twice on the European Tour
100.
this year. But never underestimate Michael Smith. World Matchplay finalist, World Championship finalist, former Premier League finalist. Confused Ian White, has no idea how that dart ended up bang in the middle of the treble one.
We are yet to see a seed fall. In the last couple of matches, we've seen English players overcome German opposition. The one after the break. So Rick Evans moved through, and Rob Cross winning the last match of the afternoon session against Marvin Vader. Another
140.
not quite from White.
First time that these two have actually played each other, which surprises me actually, because Ian White, not only is he a regular, he plays all the floor events. It's where he's done some of his best work over the last 4 or 5 years. But he has played more European Tour events than anybody else in the world. This is the 76th Euro Tour. Ian White has played 75 of them. Another in there. Would have left double 10.
88. Ian, you require 140.
Well, has a chance to steal the leg, Ian White. Well, that is perfect. Double 10.
130.
Gave himself the chance to steal the leg.
40.
But the getaway car was not ready.
Games on the second leg. Gabriel Clemens.
Well, I think these are new darts that Gabriel's got. They're quite similar to his old ones, but they're certainly a similar style. And you can just see those sort of very thin barrels that taper into
45.
the point, and he just seems so expert at grouping his darts together. It's one of the reasons why he's such a big 180 hitter, because he can jam them in. Not like that. Bit like that.
121.
You can see the theory, and so if he does get a good marker, sometimes you get it right on the wire, it can be a bit of a blocker dart, but that seemed to help Gabriel there. I just think everything in his setup, everything about Gabriel Clemens' game just screams potential winner. Potential winner of floor events, of Euro Tours, of anything.
140.
Well, whether he wins this match or not, he will be confirmed as the German number 2 at the conclusion of this tournament, where the new ranking list is published.
121. 140.
Very healthy crowd in tonight at My Mark Tower. Why not? Huge names in action. And a huge visit from Ian White.
Gabriel require 100.
Necessary one as well. But it may not matter. Double 10 for a 12 darter.
90.
Oh, he's missed it by a mile.
Ian, you require 95.
Choices here. Finds the bullseye. And now wants double 16.
Games on the
That is
third leg.
absolutely beautiful. Bang in the middle of the bullseye. You can't get more central in the single 13. And double 16 pin first dart. 3 literally perfect
41.
darts.
Look, we know Gabriel Clemens is capable of doing big things on the stage. We saw it at the World Series event in Germany, which you mentioned, but he has actually never made it to the final day of the European Tour event.
Yeah, strange that. Very strange. But as well. You have to factor in the change to the qualification system this year. Also means he's getting fewer. Well, he's having to do lots just to get on the European Tour. Because if you're a tour card holder now, you have to play in the European qualifier if you're from Europe. It used to be you have your host nation events so you can come through. And there are only 6 spots available. So you're going up against the likes of Jeffrey Desvan and Vincent van der Voort and Jelle Klaassen, you know, big name players throwing some top quality stuff. Yeah, well, and Mensur Suljovic would have been playing the European qualifier if he hadn't won in Austria, wouldn't he? If he wanted to play in Gibraltar.
His 5th appearance on the Euro Tour this season. 12th in total. In fact, he's lost in his first round in 3 of the events he's taken part in this year. Ended that trend in Denmark
59
in June, when he beat Mervyn King in the first round, before being edged out by Mensur Suljovic in the second.
42.
Suljovic is in action tonight against Kim Huybrechts.
140.
Expertly crafting that visit, one just above the treble 20 and then using them as markers superbly. It's a great looking first start. Diamond may look at the ball.
82.
Oh, he looked at it, he just didn't hit it.
76.
To level this game up at 2 apiece. Single 16. Leaves double top. And Gabriel Clemens does level up.
Clemens. 5th leg in to the first game on.
Hey, look at his performances on the floor. He's averaging more over the course of the year than the likes of the UK Open champion Nathan Aspinall. He's averaging pretty much the same as Adrian
91.
Lewis, the 2-time world champion, or Willie O'Connor, who's won a title. He's averaging more than Max Hopp over the course of the year.
100.
There are some German fans out there who believe that Gabriel Clemens is their best hope of winning titles, even though Max Hopp has already got a couple to his name.
139.
Ian White was hugely disappointed at the World Matchplay not to progress to the quarter-finals, having whitewashed Joe Cullen in the first round.
99.
Was given the bullet by Stephen Bunting in the second in extra time.
Yeah, having missed a series of darts for the match that would have put him through to the quarter-finals.
And in the tournaments that followed
104.
floor events in Germany, Ian White managed to lose matches from winning positions when it looked like the title was his for the taking on both days, actually.
81.
In particular, the semi-final defeat against Dimitri Vandenberg. Bad habits.
Oh, hello.
I was going to say bad habits that he doesn't want to return to, having picked up the trick of winning on the stage in particular.
Yeah, and winning in close games as well. I mean, he beat Peter Wright and Michael van Gerwen 8-7 in Euro Tour finals. I mean, it's not as if he was gifted those titles by them not performing or not turning up. And he does manage to hold his nerve to pin double 10 to re-establish that one-leg advantage. 5 legs all on throw at the minute.
140.
Good standard being produced. As Ian White fires in his 4th maximum of this match to highlight that point. And that's kind of what we've seen all day today, isn't it? When the unseeded player has performed at a decent level, the seed has upped their game.
Yeah. And, oh, that's unfortunate. Just the wrong side of the wire.
95.
Ian White going 4 darts into the 9 this time. Yeah, I think we've only really seen one player really turn it on today. That came from Gerwyn Price, 102 average.
80.
And he saw off Simon Stevenson, but he was kind of in a bit of a battle at the start of the game and then just put the foot to the floor and coasted away.
Yeah, Rob Cross looked like doing something something similar for the first 4 legs. He was irresistible against Marvin Vader, but kind of, well, maybe it got a little bit too easy for Cross and he lost a bit of concentration in that one.
Still won it 6-0, but the average was down at 90.
140. Ian, you require 86.
A real chance then.
Staying in the 18th segment. Now double 7. 4-2 break of throw, 12 darter, and the diamond Ian White has Gabriel Clemens right where he wants him now.
White in control, looking composed. The finishing in particular has looked very authoritative.
44.
Just looked likely, hasn't he? Every time.
It's been a pretty standard Ian White display. A 97 average.
85.
He's hit 4 180s. That average would be a little higher if it wasn't for a few missed doubles. He's 50%. That's good. It's very good. But most of the time, he's missed and taken out in that visit. He hasn't given up many opportunities to Gabriel in this
140.
match.
45.
If White does go on to close this out, that would be the end of German involvement.
Yeah, they may switch their allegiances to Mentor Suljovic, perhaps, the Austrian, who always used to be cheered on by the German fans when they very rarely had a player in the final stages of these Euro Tours.
140.
Well, if not him, then maybe Peter Wright, who follows.
Yes. And it's darts fans, they'll cheer anything. They'll cheer somebody and then start booing him 2 minutes later.
Well, in particular, the
100.
fact that Peter Wright is facing the man who knocked out the German #1 Max Hopp yesterday in Ireland's Willie O'Connor.
Yes, and darts fans have been known to hold grudges as well.
100. Ian, you require 124.
Just 7 points between them, but 1-2-4 is a lot more simple as a checkout than the 1-3-1. Because he's still got a chance to finish it here. And he may yet finish it.
83.
With a dial like that, you won't see him.
require 131.
They've decided against going treble 17 for a couple of double tops.
91.
Just
Ian,
sets up the shots.
41.
But White hasn't been giving him chances position. Has 2 darts at double 16. And once again gets the job done, and Ian White is now on the brink of a place in the final day.
And Gabriel Clemens must win 4 on the spin.
Not
a bad way to start, Gabriel.
Would be a meeting with Johnny Clayton for White should he go on to win this in the last 16 tomorrow afternoon.
134.
1-3-4 means Clemens must back up that 180 with something.
99.
99 isn't bad.
After the first start, the German crowd were anticipating it being a whole lot better. Imagine a German player hitting a 9-dart leg.
Tell you what, his first dart has been absolutely flawless in this leg, hasn't it? He gives himself on a potential 11 darter. Take the first step on a long road back, and the averages, there is nothing between them in this game, but Ian White has managed to deliver at those crucial moments, and crucially, Ian White has earned himself almost twice the number of darts at double that Gabriel has had in this match.
62.
Well, it should still be a comfortable hold for Clemens, but White can apply some pressure at least.
131. Gabriel
does exactly that, leaving himself on tops. Will it matter? No, it will not. 14 darter for Gabriel Clemens, and he does cut that gap.
Game on.
But it is still a significant gap with Ian White throwing for the match here, and he would throw in the last leg decider if we go the distance.
137.
Clemens needs to find a leg like the last against the darts. But White has already opened up a handsome advantage.
We're not seeing anybody today throw an average of 90s and lose. Now, Gabriel Clemens, his average at the minute is closer to 100 than 90. And yet, he could go down by 3 legs.
97.
Did see Mark McGeaney throw an average of over 100 yesterday and lose.
Maybe, yeah. To a guy averaging pretty much 90 flat, Bradley Brooks. There you see. 99 average, but some excellent stuff at crucial
100.
moments. The third leg was the big one. Ian White on his own throw, 180, 95 out when he had 1 dart at the ball. 1 dart at the double.
Well, he needed a maximum there.
85. Ian,
85 is certainly not enough. White will get chances to win this match.
105.
Yeah, sensible use of the bullseye means it will come back with 59. So 2 darts at double top, assuming he can hit a big 19.
129. Ian, you require 59.
But it wasn't the worst miss in the world. It gives him a chance. If White gives him a chance. But Ian White has not been in a generous mood for this match. The number 2 seed safely through to the 3rd round, the final day of action here in Mannheim at the European Darts Matchplay. And who knows, could he rack up another final? Could he rack up another title? He's racked up another win against a home nation player. That's the end of the German involvement here at the European Darts Matchplay. White wins 6-3.
Starker Auftritt von Ian White. Die Nummer 2 der Setzliste bleibt im Turnier. Großen Applaus für den German Giant Gabriel Clemens. Es hat nicht ganz gereicht. Der letzte Deutsche ist damit aus dem Turnier raus. Ian, congratulations. You have a difficult meet on the European Tour this year, huh?
That's what everyone keeps saying. I keep getting the home nations, you know. Mensa last week, Gabriel this week. I just enjoying the game.
Atmosphere is great. More than 3,000 people in the house.
It's good. I couldn't remember what the venue's like. When I got here, I knew it was going to be, a big crowd, and it's magic, brilliant.
Once you won 2 European Tour events in a year. We have Mannheim, we have Riesa next week. You're still in this position where you just want to win it, right? The whole thing. Is everything else a disappointment?
Yeah, I just want to do well on the Europeans because I've always said if you can win 4 Europeans, it's like a major. It's the same prize money as a major. So that's my aim, just to keep winning and, hopefully pick a few more trophies up.
Cool. See you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Ian White. Ich habe mich mal ganz am Anfang kurz erschrocken.